Hello everybody, it is lootking here, and I am going to show you best settings for gameplay. Not graphics or anything, just for fighting and being able to play good. So, you're gonna first start off in video. If you're on PC, I would do, well, just Windows full screen anyways, that doesn't really matter. However you want there. That just has nothing to do with performance. Now, keep this off. Yeah, you don't need this. I mean, if you do have screen tearing, then you can try turning it on, but otherwise just keep that off. Depending on your graphics or whatever, if your device is capable, or I think this might be only able to change on PC. If it's capable, says higher, I would do 144, or I guess if it's capable, then just go to 240, but I wouldn't go any higher because it can make it lag, and I wouldn't go to unlimited. So frame rate limit, I would stick with max 240, and make sure if you don't just put it to 240. If your device can't go there, it will only do what it does, but your frame rate will go random, and you'll have screen tearing and stuff. Not good. So for me, I need 120 because I cannot run enough. Rendering mode, I would just keep however it, like performance. Oh, performance one, because that just brightness however you like, I guess, and contrast however you like it. Which probably just keep those stuff the same. Colorblind mode. Well, if you're colorblind, I would turn that on, I guess, but otherwise just keep that off. Don't do any of the colorblind settings if you're not colorblind. It wrecks stuff. Graphics quality, auto set to performance mode, or just put 3D resolution off. You can't if you have performance, whatever. Now, view distance, near, the only thing that this does objects like guns and people's builds. If you don't have very good graphics or something, then put it on near, but if you can handle it, I'd put it on medium, because you can see builds better and guns from farther. I think I'm gonna actually keep mine on medium. Textures, this just makes more detailed objects and everything. If you're trying to do more graphics, I guess turn that up, but I'm focusing on performance here, so keep that on low. Or not keep it, it won't be on low. Put it on low. Put this on low. Gives more detailed shape, but we're trying to get performance. If you're curious about your FPSing, keep that on. But rest of the time, just keep it off. Okay, that's graphics. And then sound, you're gonna want, it decreases performance, it can. If you have it on high and low, you would select your stuff, so I wouldn't. 3D head, wait. 1 second, I'm just reading. Oh, this is if you have headphones, I can go, if you're using headphones, and it can go all the way around, so you can hear where direction sound's coming from. I didn't even know that was a setting till now. Background audio, if you need notifications for or something, then keep that on, or otherwise you could have it off, but I'm gonna keep mine on, or all sounds, whatever, I guess, depending on what you need that. Subtitles, I don't think that you need that for really anything. So visual sound effects, always keep that on for better gameplay and best settings, because you can see when people are coming sometimes before you can hear it. Well, not before, but just depending. And if you don't have sound on, you can still hear. Audio output device. You need that, however, you probably whatever it's already on would work. It's probably the best. Licensed audio. Keep that on unless you're making videos. Then you have to have that off. But otherwise, so that's why I have it off. Now, voice chat. This is all. I can't. There's no like best for that. You just choose that yourself. I can't. Game. Okay. Matchmaking region. Do auto, because auto chooses the one that has the best connection for you. For example, like it'll automatically change. For example, mine's normally on NA East, but then sometimes it's on. It could be anywhere. Like it just goes to the whatever one you have the best connection to. So keep that in mind to keep that on auto. Language. Well, if you're not listening, it'll just put down whatever language you can speak, I guess. Toggle sprint on, because like just auto open doors you don't want on, because then you can walk by doors and people and open when you're just trying to be sneaky or something, and it's not that hard to just open a door. Mantle activation. Honestly, keep it on hold jump and on press jump, whatever. So hold to swap pickup off. Toggle targeting off. That would make it so when you aim in, it would stay or whatever. Dirt, danger. This stuff should already be like this, but it might not. I don't even know. I've had this settings for quite a while. On auto pick up weapons, keep that off. Like, because sometimes it'll just pick up your weapons and like mess up your loadout the whole time. Swap fire, keep that on. Preferred item slots. I actually wanted to adjust mine, so you could keep it the same or adjust it if you would like. Now, I would suggest on your second loadout to have a shotgun, so your guns are in between it. Unless you like carrying a full loaded guns, then you want it in the middle of your guns. And then, depending on how you like it, because everyone might like it different, but assault rifle either in front of your shotgun or behind it. But I'm going to keep mine how it is. You can see down here, and you can adjust this a whole bunch of different options. You can mess around with that now. So auto sort off. Building. Turbo building, keep that reset building choice off. And then turbo building, keep that on. It really sucks if you have it off. That's all you need with that. You could also just read it. Simple edit off, unless you are like, if you are playing on mobile. I mean, for some reason, like if you happen to be playing on mobile, then I would keep simple edit on, but make sure it's off. If you're not, because it might be harder at first, but if you practice on it, you can get way better with it on. Now, disable. Just keep that off. Auto confirm edits, none. Tips, that doesn't really matter. That's just like when you're loading it into something, it'll give you tips. I just keep them on because it's not worth it. All these extra game options on, and then field of view. minimum field of view 70, maximum 100. That's just on. So, and then replays. Record replays. I mean, can reduce performance. So, if for best performance, off. But like, if you want if you can keep it on if you could counter some crazy thing or something in it. You might want to replay. So, for best performance, I've turned it off. But if you don't really care too much, you just keep that on if you want. Record large team replays off. Record creative replays off. That's like creative maps. Record high quality replays off. That will disable extra performance that you don't need to disable. Sleep mode, that's just however you want, but I mean, I would choose like 15 minutes like I have, because if you're forget your game on, you don't want it to be on. You want it to go into sleep mode in Fortnite because it's an option now. Energy saving from on and then on. Now, the game you don't need to change any of that really. It's just like if you're a map or whatever. And stuff, so you can see your mini map and all that things. It doesn't really matter that much now. Gyro aiming off. Scope or aiming. This should be set what combat. Now, active mode building, editing. Right stick effect, none. Gyro button, custom only. Sensitivity, 1. This touch and motion settings. I don't even know what, like, just 1.1. Steadying, 5. Medium, 2. Keep that on what you see on the screen. Like it should be normal, so should be automatically there unless you changed it. Driving disables gyro on. First person mode, 1 for gyro. So just keep it all on 1, put it all on 1. Then zoom scales, sensitivity on. Flick stick off. Advanced gyro options off. Mouse and keyboard settings, I guess, for if you're on mouse and keyboard. I mean, you really have to choose this stuff yourself. Like, none of this is like, I can't tell you what to do for here. You have to mess around a little bit for yourself in how your settings are for keyboard and controls and all that stuff. You have to mess with that with yourself. And controller, edit in controller, whatever. And I think this actually keyboard, no, keyboard's not like, it doesn't have that. Because when you're in controller, edit hold time, put it to 0.150, so 0.150, because I tried putting it on 100 for myself, and you can't build like without when you're looking at a wall. So, but it's really quick if it's on 150 still. 200 just might take too long. So for performance or better gameplay, keep that on there. Simple edit. Well, if you're not using simple edit, so following my instructions, then just don't need to really mess with that. Now, just pitch, reset camera access, reset camera time. Just leave that stuff. Vibration feature, you want that on. Equip weapon, custom only. Anyways, sensitivity, I keep it on in normals, but on the as fast as it really gets in normal. Or Yeah, well, maybe like there. And same with aim sensitivity. 1.5, 1, 1. Use advanced options off. Controller dead zone. You really, if you can turn them down unless, but if you start getting stick drift, then you're gonna have to adjust them. Like I might, I don't have to mess with trigger release on my controller because it doesn't have play adjust, but that I don't know. Left stick dead zone. 18. I'm gonna set for mine actually. Foot controller. Well, if you happen to somehow have foot controller for something, like I guess turn that on, but like normally you'd have that off. Foot controller dead zone. I don't know. You have to adjust that if you have foot controller because I don't even know what that is. Vehicles. Accelerate with stick on. Tank settings on. And then the rest of the stuff. Oh yeah, in controller mapping. Builder Pro you want on. For build best play. There's Combat Pro, but Building Pros I figure is even good for combat. And then just you got a controller platform. If you on your controller, you have to make sure that's right. It should automatically know what you're using though. For that. Then the rest of the stuff is just where your buttons do, so you wouldn't touch any of that. And if you did, I mean, you have to figure that out yourself. How you like it, if you do feel like changing it. And then account and, well, privacy. I can't tell you what to do there. That's just your account and stuff, so I wouldn't even change anything. Now, and then hit apply. Make sure you hit apply in the settings. And then, boom. And that is the best settings in Fortnite for performance and, you know, trying to win fights. If you like this video and it helped you, please like the video and consider subscribing to my channel for more videos like this.